Hello, everybody. MemphisWeather.net meteorologist Eric Prosius with you. It's a little after 7 p.m. Sunday evening, August 21st, and glad to be joining you tonight. I'm hoping that several of you join in tonight and kind of give us a little bit of an audience here as we get started. And we're still working out technical difficulties, so apologize for that. This is the first time that we're trying using some fancy software here to test some capabilities that we're going to be using here in the very near future, and look forward to y'all joining in as we do that. I think it'll be a great opportunity to get you the type of weather information you're looking for, especially when severe weather's around, and we're going to talk more about that here in just a few minutes, but I want to welcome everybody. Again, my name is Eric Prosius. I am meteorologist with MemphisWeather.net and founder of the company that owns MemphisWeather.net, and have with me tonight also Richard Hosney, who is a newer member of the organization and is helping to put all of this together. He's a meteorologist in town here as well, and I'm going to be giving him the floor here in just a couple of minutes to kind of talk through what we've been through weather-wise today and take a look at radar as well as we go through the next few minutes. And then I also want to spend a few minutes after that with going through some of the changes that are coming from MemphisWeather.net. I know a lot of you use us as one of your trusted sources here in the Memphis area. We're grateful for that, and just want to make sure that you're aware of some things that are coming, and give you the opportunity to be part of that. So a couple things just off the top. I want to mention, first of all, appreciate everybody who's joining tonight. We're, again, just kind of testing out the live stream here, because one of the things that is coming is going to be more of this, and especially during inclement weather. We're going to be providing some wall-to-wall coverage, having you look over our shoulder as we go over the radar, talk you through what's going on out there. And if you're following on Twitter or Facebook, that's great, but you're waiting for updates, usually for information between that times that we're posting, and this will give you an opportunity to basically have us live, just like the broadcasters do on television, only we're not going to interrupt The Bachelor. We're going to let you watch us while you've got that on as well. So hopefully that'll be a benefit to all of you, and we look forward to doing that. Also want to let you know right off the top here, since we're on YouTube, we do have the comments box open, and so if you have any comments you'd like to send along, questions, feedback, if you'd like to get my Venmo, that'd be great too. No, I'm just kidding. But if you have anything that you'd like to let us know about or ask about, we will open that opportunity up to you as well as soon as we finish going through kind of what's been going on today, and then we'll take your questions at the end as well. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Richard in tonight. How are you, Richard?
I'm doing great, Eric. How are you?
Yeah, we're doing well, and we've been covering these storms that moved through here today, and had some pretty impressive imagery coming in this morning from the roll cloud that moved over the metro. Pretty cool phenomena to see that. So I'm going to let you take it over and kind of talk through that just a little bit and show us what's going on right now there.
Okay, well, thankfully no severe weather in the area. As Eric mentioned, we did have some sub-severe weather that moved in earlier today. We had some gusty winds. Actually, we did have a severe warning earlier in eastern DeSoto County and northern Marshall County. That is well since already passed. Currently looking at the radar now, and we are seeing some showers move through. There's a little bit of lightning with this, but it is decreasing as the heating of the day actually wanes. So we're seeing some of the showers move through Shelby County and very far northern DeSoto County, moving into far northern Marshall County. These showers again are not even close to being severe. They're just showers. Maybe a few rumbles of thunder could be possible, but we're getting some rain throughout the Mid-South, mainly in Shelby County. Those will continue to move to the east-southeast and pretty much dissipate through the early evening hours as we're looking at here. Not really expecting any severe weather, so if you've tuned in for severe weather, it's not going to happen tonight, thankfully. So that's what's going on right now. And
yeah, great, thank you. So I have pulled up the Twitter feed here from today, and wanted to show you a couple of the pictures that we got in. So this is one of those photos that came in this morning of this roll cloud, which was very impressive, especially if you were in the northern parts of the area. Those storms formed around 9 o'clock this morning and moved to the south, and they produced an outflow boundary, which is not unusual around here. We get outflow boundaries, and those typically are kind of attached or right on the leading edge of the storms, and those produce what we call a shelf cloud, which is where the outflow is located, and they look kind of like this. The difference with a roll cloud, though, is that they kind of detach from the main storms and just kind of roll out ahead of them, and this was, I believe this one was up over Tipton County. Let me verify that. Actually, this is Fayette County, and the roll clouds can go on for tens of miles. Very, very distinct phenomena. So that was very impressive from Fayette County this morning. Jared sent us that. We had another one here from the Arlington area looking towards Millington. Again, very, very impressive looking. It's very distinctive. You can't miss it. And really, it's created by the same type of process that we get shelf clouds from, an outflow boundary or cool air rushing out ahead of the storms, and their downdrafts pushing that cool air out. But these tend to move out a little bit farther away from the storms and kind of self-propagate as they move over. And it did move all the way down through Shelby County. So some really nice pictures of that coming in earlier today. So let's briefly take a look at what we've got coming up for the week ahead then. Give you a little sneak peek of this. So we are basically sitting right along a cold front that is stalling out, basically along the Tennessee-Mississippi line. And that's going to kind of stay in that area, maybe just move a little bit farther south tomorrow, but basically stick right over North Mississippi for most of this week. It's going to separate some of the very humid air to our south with some of that drier air to the north. We're sitting right on the boundary of that. If it would push farther south, we would get a little bit drier and less humid air, but I think that's probably not going to be quite as dry as we were hoping a couple of days ago. But it is going to keep some thunderstorm chances around here tomorrow, so some scattered thunderstorms again during the day tomorrow. Well, temperatures are going to stay pretty cool, though, for this time of year. So mid-80s, still a little stickiness in the air. With that front lingering around, we'll see 30-40% chances of rain the next few days. Areas down in North Mississippi are likely to see more higher rain chances, probably some heavier rainfall than we might get north of the Tennessee-Mississippi line. And if you're in Tipton County or north of the city, your chances may be even lower than what we've got published here. It does look like that kind of dissipates, and we start to see high pressure start to build back in as we head towards next weekend. The temperatures start to respond accordingly. Even though we've got a northeast wind, it is going to be high pressure building aloft, and so those temperatures will start to warm up a little as we head into next weekend. And so that puts us in the lower 90s as we head towards next weekend. But I don't see any extreme, 100-degree temperatures again through the end of this month. We may have just completely left those in the dust now in July as we head towards the end of August. It's not real typical that we would threaten 100 degrees in September. We have on occasion, but we may be done with that for this year, and I will say good riddance to that. We certainly don't need any more of that and the utility bills that come along with it and everything. So anyway, not looking too bad this week. No washouts, just some scattered activity around. So that's kind of what the forecast is looking like. I will check just for a minute here and see if any of you have commented. I don't see anything. Richard, do you see anything that I'm not?
Don't see anything yet, but your comments are welcome here on YouTube. So bring them in. Whatever questions you got, we'll be happy to answer.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks. So let's change gears just for a minute and kind of get to the meat of what we wanted to talk about tonight, and that is some things that are changing on our end, and I think they're going to be for the better. Some of them will take a little adjusting to, but one of those is these live streams. So this format is going to be used more often. We will have more radar interpretation and showing you zooming into the storms and picking out where the high winds and hail are, what areas are going to be impacted, and basically just bringing that to you on YouTube on a semi-regular basis, depending on the weather, of course, and as our schedules allow. But we hope to be able to do that more often. We hope that you'll join in. The way that you can help us there is to make sure you're subscribing to us on YouTube and also click that bell and get the notifications so that when we do go live, you'll get notified and you can pull that up. We'll still be doing Twitter. We'll still be doing Facebook, and we'll obviously tweet out and post on Facebook when we're going to go live. But if you subscribe and then click the bell, we'll make sure that you get notified as soon as that live stream comes up and you can join us there. So I hope that that's a very positive impact for those of you in the community who are looking for our information, but maybe a little bit more often, a little bit deeper insight into kind of what's going on, and we'll certainly be able to do that as much as we can, again around our schedules as well as the weather concerns. So that's one thing. The other thing is the mobile app, and so this some information we've started to put out a little bit already. We put a blog post out yesterday. For those of you that subscribe to our newsletter, we put that information also out through our newsletter, so you can find that on the MemphisWeather.net website and subscribe to that, and you'll get all of this information in your inbox as well. But we are going to be making a transition with the mobile app that I know many of you have enjoyed over the years. The MemphisWeather.net app is now over 10 years old. And a lot of people have downloaded it, and we greatly appreciate that. We certainly appreciate all the support that you guys give us. We also, as many of you know, have under our Cirrus Weather Solutions umbrella, which is the company that I own and that Richard owns, that provides all of this data and services that we have the Stormwatch Plus brand as well, and that has been just through alerts that have been triggered through the MWN app. If you subscribe to those, then you can get severe weather alerts there. But it is also its own app. So the Stormwatch Plus app has been around for several years as well, and it contains the same alert information that we have in the MemphisWeather.net app. We are going to be sunsetting the MemphisWeather.net separate branded app. Probably at the end of the year here. And that is not because that information is going away. We are simply transitioning it into the Stormwatch Plus brand. And so you will still get a lot of our information that you're used to getting through the app, hopefully with a little less of some of the technology issues that we've had with that. We are actually, we have a new web or app development team that is rebuilding the Stormwatch Plus app for us. It's going to be much easier to maintain on that end. And we're going to fold that MemphisWeather.net content into the new app. And so as you can see on this graphic, which is just kind of a screenshot of a mock of what this will look like with the local content in it, you see the button over on the right hand side with the red circle around it that has our logo on it. And basically what you'll do is click that button, and then you will go right into panels that appear within the Stormwatch Plus app that allow you to view our content. So the forecast will still be available. The radar that we use on our app will still be available. Several things in there will still be around, but they will be coming through the Stormwatch Plus app. So you don't have to have both apps. You will be able to see all of that within one app. And the goal of this basically is to continue to provide local content through a national app that gives you a complete package of information. And so a lot of you have told us that you would like to be able to see radar nationwide. You would like to be able to tell your friends and family to get severe weather alerts for their area. And so the Stormwatch Plus app fulfills that, but it also embeds then the local content that you've come to rely on as well. So you've got all of that in one place. You can open Stormwatch Plus and get our forecast and look at the radar and everything, but you'll also be able to go and check out what's going on at grandma's house across the country, or set your severe weather alerts there. You'll be able to direct them to a place where they can get reliable weather information through one place. And as we build in this Memphis weather content into the Stormwatch Plus app, we will also in the future be partnering with other folks like ourselves who provide hyperlocal weather content to their community and want to be able to put that in a way, a vehicle to get that out to a broader audience. And so what we expect to be able to do is take the Stormwatch Plus app, build in additional what we call local experts, and those content providers will then be able to get their weather information in there, as well as wrapped around or wrapped into a national app that you can rely on and that you can trust. You can get your severe weather alerts. You can get forecasts nationwide from the National Weather Service and all the meteorologists across the country that are producing those very accurate forecasts. This is not going to be computer model driven for the forecasts. Most of the apps that you have, like the stock app that comes on your iPhone or on your Android device, have a computer generated model that provides the forecast. And a lot of times, as you know, they're not all that accurate, and that's why you come to us for reliable weather forecast information. The forecast that will be in Stormwatch Plus come directly from the National Weather Service and the meteorologists in those local communities across the country that are putting that forecast together. So it's a much more accurate way. And it will be much more consistent as well. It won't change constantly every time you open the app. So we're looking forward to taking what we've already got in Stormwatch Plus, merging the MemphisWeather.net and content into it, and putting that all in one nice, neat package. It'll be much easier for on our side to maintain that. And I think that you'll be able to just go to one place to get all that information. So we're excited for it. We hope that you'll be able to get everything that you need right there. We're looking for feedback on that once that happens as well. The timeline for this is still a couple of months out before we have the new Stormwatch Plus app kind of rebuilt and ready to launch. My recommendation to you, if you would like to do so and make sure that you have this when we transition, is to go ahead and download the Stormwatch Plus app now. It is a free download, so you can get your forecast nationwide radar. If you have severe weather alerts in the MemphisWeather.net app, there's no reason for you to also subscribe in the other app. It's basically the same exact content. So for now, just leave that as it is. But you can go ahead and get the Stormwatch Plus app. And then when we roll out the new app, the Stormwatch Plus app that has our content in it, it'll update on your phone as well. And you will have the MemphisWeather.net content right there in Stormwatch Plus. So for right now, that's just one step you can take in advance. You don't have to do that. We'll be communicating that as time comes along here and showing you where you need to go to stay up with us, but you'll kind of be one step ahead of the game if you want to go ahead and download Stormwatch Plus and just kind of get used to the interface if you haven't used it before. It is not another company that we're selling our information out to or anything like that. It is wholly owned by our organization. We will continue to have no ads within the apps. We will continue to keep your data private. We do not sell the data to anybody else. It is going to be kept in-house. In fact, it's pretty hard for me to even get access to it. So, when you put in your location information and stuff that you want to get warnings for and so forth, then you won't have to worry about whether or not that information is being sent out, sold out, whatever. We're keep that all in house. So that definitely is one of our guiding principles. So that's kind of where we're going with that. And if anybody has any questions about that or anything else, any weather questions you want to throw at us, we'll stay on here for just a couple of minutes. Maybe we'll put the radar back up there, Richard, and let that scroll through a little bit while we're checking to see if anybody has any questions for us. So. Thank you all so much for joining tonight. If you've got anything, go ahead and drop it on the YouTube stream in the comments box, and we'll be happy to answer those. Otherwise, it looks like things are kind of winding down a little bit here in Shelby County as the last of the showers start to fall apart there. A few people over in northern Shelby County and down in the southeastern part getting some raindrops. But Richard, are you seeing anything come in at the moment?
No comments as of yet. We do welcome your comments there on YouTube. Just put them in at the bottom of the in the comment section at the YouTube, and we'll be happy to answer them, display them, however you want to do it, and we can get your information answered, get your questions answered rather, right here live on the MWN live stream. And again, like you said, Eric, we are expected to have much more of these as time allows. For both of us, we both have full-time jobs, but as severe weather moves in, we'll definitely try to start the stream up as needed for any severe weather that move into the metro, not just Shelby County, but North Mississippi, Eastern Arkansas, and Southwest Tennessee. So, no comments as of yet.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody that has joined, or maybe that will be watching this afterwards. Again, we appreciate your feedback. We look forward to launching these live streams very soon. We've pretty much got the technology set up. We've got a lot of tools at our disposal, and we look forward to using that. If you want to go ahead and download the Stormwatch Plus app, you're welcome to do that, and that will get you one step ahead of the game. It'll be a couple of months before we transition the MWN content over there. But just know we're not going away. We're not shutting that down. The content itself, we're just going to kind of move things around a little bit and hope that you'll stay with us throughout that process. So again, thanks for being with us tonight, and I think we'll wrap it up here. Hope everyone has a safe night, a good week ahead. Enjoy the 80s for the next couple of days, and maybe slightly less humidity. And we'll be back with you again very soon. Everybody have a great night.